We're back! STLHD Nation Podcast.
That was very enthusiastic.
Right? I'm Alex Hudjon.
I'm Adam McNamara.
Thanks for hanging out with us. I am pleasantly surprised at the amount of views and listens
Sounds right to me.
that we're getting on the podcast now that we're back doing it in this format, the way that we're doing it with AJ filming it. It's actually lots of feedback, people actually answering the questions that we ask, and it's been good.
Nice. I never see it, so I'll trust you.
I'm a little snotty still from the 2 colds I've had over the last 2 weeks. No vid, but
I think you've had 2 colds over the last 2 weeks, but your house has been sick for 6 months.
Yeah.
Because
my kids are petri dishes.
Yes.
So forgive me for sounding a little snotty. What's going on in the world of steelhead gear? We got some new drinkware going to hit the website here soon.
Yes.
Those are cool.
Yes.
AJ, maybe you can slide in a couple shots into the video of the new drinkware.
Yes, sir.
As we're talking over them.
Some of your beautiful video of
and dude, these things, these tumblers are every bit as good as any Yeti cup you're going to get. 100%. In fact, I actually like the tops, the lids, better. It's got the little like scooper mouth part. Oh, yeah, thanks. I guess we can just show them.
Yeah.
These things. There they are.
There we go.
Very cool. I like the open and close. There's no like weird gasket to make your coffee come flying at you 100 miles an hour because the little hole's plugged. I'm happy with them. You'll be happy with them too. They're great. Let's see, what else? We got new products coming down the line.
Yeah, we should have new t-shirts next week.
Yep. If you haven't gone to the website and seen all the new hats, please go check those out. I was actually supposed to go fishing this Sunday, and I can't. Number one, because I probably shouldn't be health-wise in the cold.
I think I got the black lung
pop. I got the black lung pop. But I got some stuff I got to take care of around the house. But I have gotten an invitation, what I want to talk to you about today. I have gotten an invitation from a group of guys to go to Michigan to film and fish. I didn't confirm, I didn't say we could or whatever, but we had talked about, in fact, it was a listener of the podcast. He said, I heard you guys talking about that, and I want to come, or when you guys come out and go fishing with us. And so I want to talk about that and sort of the differences, because I know nothing about that fishery. Nothing. What do you know in your travels about Michigan steelhead fishing?
All I know from my friends who have lived there, like when I was guiding in Alaska, some of the guides in the lodge were guys from Michigan and Wisconsin and whatnot. It's very different. Their fisheries are, they have a lot of fish in a lot of waters. They oftentimes have them at the same time as they have those big lake run brown trout at the same time. That'd be cool. But yeah,
boy, they have some massive browns.
Yeah, giant.
They don't even look like brown trout.
They look like I'd like to catch them.
Yeah, they're huge. The conversation I had on a previous podcast, actually with Roger Hinchcliffe, was pretty eye-opening for me about that fishery. Again, I've been to the region a couple times for other work before we even started this business, but I mean, if you don't live there, you don't know anything about that specific fishery. I mean, obviously, I could go out there and fish, but I've never done it before. It looks like basically the same thing, just in kind of smaller river systems, right?
I think some. I mean, some of the rivers are big. Like I want to say that one of the guys I used to work with, his name was Joe Schmidt, used to fish, and he said, some of their fisheries are giant rivers, like Niagara or whatever.
But
they do fish. I think their water, a lot of times they do fish some really small creeks.
Yeah.
But
I guess I should rephrase that. There is an opportunity to fish smaller bodies of water over there for steelhead than you would get over here necessarily.
I think, and then from other guys I've known, in particular in the fly fishing part of it, I think their steelhead are they're troutier as far as the way they feed.
They
eat a lot more nymphs, and they'll fish bait fish.
I've heard that as
patterns,
well. And we're just speculating here, right? Because I'm sure we're going to get a bunch of guys from the Great Lakes area leaving comments. You guys don't know shit about shit, whatever. But we don't.
But
we're not saying we do.
I was going to say, let's start by saying we don't know shit about the Great Lakes.
Yeah. Well, I want to go. I've been wanting to go for years. I've had multiple people invite me over the years. And I think it's a great opportunity. Now's the time. Especially now we got AJ here. AJ, you ever been to Michigan?
No. I've been to the Great Lakes, though. Like once. I think I flew into Wisconsin, right? And you can see the Great Lakes from Wisconsin.
Oh, yeah.
I woke up on the airplane, I'm like, I didn't know the ocean was this close to Wisconsin.
Yeah, I know, right?
It was literally like...
When you fly into Chicago, it trips you out a little.
I was just going to say.
Horizon. Just a horizon of water.
If you're from anywhere in the Great Lakes or Midwest area and you're listening to this right now or watching this, you probably think we sound like morons because we talk about it like it's this alternative reality that doesn't even really exist. But it's the same way that like when Matt Molesky comes over here and he talks about the West Coast, he's just like, this is it's a totally different thing. It's a treat for him, right?
Yeah.
But that would be a treat for us because this is our backyard. We talk about this like it's nothing. I'm not even impressed. We go over to the coast and I look at like these beautiful, amazing rivers that we have that run into the Pacific Ocean, and people from New York come out and they just stand there for 30 minutes, stare at it in awe, and I'm just,
Oh, you've seen it 8 trillion.
Yeah, I've seen it a million times, right?
I mean,
yeah, exactly. So, but people go, I'm sure the people over there are like, there's nothing beautiful really about what they see every day.
Well, I mean, they might like it, but you
know what I'm saying. It's not as impressive as it would be for me.
You take anything for granted you see every day.
Correct. I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be cold as hell, and I think it'd be fun. Actually, this year they didn't get the snow that they were supposed to get. I've heard. But anyway, it looks super fun. I feel like it's a pretty similar bead game out there. Yeah. We hired some new sales reps for the region to help with our wholesale accounts over there, and they have invited us to come out there as well, which I think would be cool. But I don't know. I think it'd be fun.
I think it would be fun. I like going anywhere new and fishing for any other kind of fish that I don't fish for every day.
Yeah. I think it'd be cool. I think it'd be cool to do the Upper Peninsula. Where it's a little bit more. My guess is that it's probably a little bit less dense in population up there. Probably not seeing, a lot of the same, or not the same, but a lot of people on the river.
I have no idea.
Maybe, I don't know. Again, speculating. Leave a comment.
Tell us how it really is.
Tell us how it really is, because we have no idea. Tell us where we should go. Maybe suggest a guide, right?
Yeah.
If you're coming over here and if you're from that area and you're coming over here and you need a suggestion of a guide, I can tell you 100% who to go with. Adam will tell you who not to go with. Just kidding. But I think there's I think it would be a cool adventure, man.
It would be cool.
What else, if we went out there though, what else, again, leave a comment if you're watching or listening. What else should we do while we're there? What would you want to do?
That is the other part of it, right? Like,
depends on where you go.
Depends on where you go. I don't know enough about that to speculate on what else I would do when I was there. I don't know enough about the area, but I like, just for an example, when I go to Louisiana, I always go to Bourbon Street for a day.
Yeah.
I like to go, to some different
We need to
restaurants.
do that redfish thing. For sure.
It's so you get there's more to the experience than just where you fish during the day.
Yeah.
So that's the part of it. But I don't know that area enough to know what else is there to do.
You know what's funny is when I was there years ago, it's funny all the little subtle differences that you we talked about it once on the podcast about how with flex fit hats, we could sell flex fit hats over there, but we can't really sell them over here. Yes. Not a lot of our customers actually buy flex fit hats.
They are always one of our worst performing categories.
Yeah, over here. But when Fish USA places an order, they want a lot of flex fit hats
and flat bills.
But when you go over there though, all the little subtle differences of stuff that is over here, you can't pump your own gas in the state of Oregon. People who come over here are like, what the hell? Right? But you go over there and the most interesting thing for me when I was over there was that when you get outside of the urban centers, I noticed there was a ton of small towns that didn't run into each other. There was small town, I don't know, maybe 10,000 people, 5 miles of nothing, small town. You know what I mean?
That's interesting because when I've been on the East Coast where you're in Connecticut or New York, it seems like there's never a spot that is longer than 500 yards that has nothing.
I know.
Where I'm just oh, there's
because I was working in
driving on a road and there's a mattress store.
Yeah.
In what seems to be nothing
in the middle of nowhere.
And then you drive and you're and a ATV dealership. Okay.
Texas is kind of the same way. When I would travel for work before, they would take me to the most rural parts of the state because that's where landfills are. That's what I was working in. But you would drive and it would just be farm fields, another small town. Farm fields, another small town. And at the beginning, this is what I was talking about at the show the other night, the beginning of every one of those towns, there's a sign that says the churches of whatever welcome you to this town. And there's 17 churches in each town, all the denominations, usually right next to each other. And then you get to the opposite end of town because it's a straight road. It would say the churches of wherever you're at wish you a safe return or whatever, right? Or whatever. Welcome or
come back
again, right? So it was interesting. But if we go over there, White Castle.
That's
they
true.
have White Castle.
They have White Castle.
Have you ever had White Castle?
Only one time.
What'd you think?
I thought the same. I'm going to say something very sacrilegious here.
I hated it.
Lots of people mad. I thought the same as I thought about In-N-Out, which is, I can't believe people love this so much. It's just here. It's food. It's not even special. I've now made everyone.
I might have gone to the sketchiest White Castle in existence, though. I went to a White Castle that was down the hill from a Holiday Inn Express, and I swear this place looked like it wasn't even, it shouldn't even be open. The back door to the kitchen was open. It was the 55-gallon drums of oil were on the ground, spilled out onto the ground behind, but there was no other place
Animals to eat. Walking in and out.
Yeah, chickens. There was no other place to eat, and I was everybody told me White Castle's great, so I got to give it a shot. And I gave it a shot. I don't know that I'll be back. But I went to a Whataburger, which we don't have over here. I went to a Whataburger in Florida, and I was very impressed with Whataburger. Have you ever had Whataburger?
I haven't. You know what I was thinking of? Regional food? Zaxby's.
I don't know what that is.
It's a chicken joint you see them in the South. It's the same kind of thing. I went there and I was like, man, this is delicious chicken.
Regional food, but not regional fancy food.
No, just
what's boiled peanuts in the South.
Never had them.
Never had them?
I never had them.
Delicious.
Are they?
Yeah. What's a Pacific Northwest regional food? Do we even have anything?
Well, I mean, we have lots of things hazelnuts, marionberries. There's lots of that stuff. You don't get marionberries anywhere but here.
I guess. Maybe I don't think about it.
That's because you live here.
What's a regional food for the upper Midwest?
Cheese curds. Isn't that a thing? I think cheese curds are a big thing. Maybe that's only a Wisconsin
We're going to get so
thing.
many shitty comments on this podcast.
This is going to be really...
We're just guessing.
We're just guessing.
Everyone in Texas wears cowboy hats, right?
And boots. And has a big belt buckle.
Yeah.
Well, it's like Canada, right? They have poutine.
Yeah, and everybody wears denim.
Do they?
I don't know. What is poutine?
It's like French fries with cheese and gravy, I think.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah.
You ever had it, AJ?
Nope.
I mean, I've had,
good,
going back to the cheese curd thing, I've had fried cheese curds. They're delicious.
They are delicious. I get cheese curds every time I go to Tillamook Cheese Factory.
The squeaky cheese.
Squeaky cheese.
Yeah.
My kids love it.
Yeah.
It actually squeaks. So, yeah, what else should we do if we go to Wisconsin or Michigan?
Like, what do we have to experience?
Yeah, what should we experience?
So we don't sound like idiots when we talk about it.
No. I've only ever... I only have, like, distinct memories of Illinois. Mostly. Because that's where I did most of the work. Took me to Illinois. I'd be in and out of, like, Michigan or Wisconsin. Just go in, do my job, bail, go back. Because they're so close. You know? To us, it seems close. Everything's 6 hours to us. You know what I mean? Our states are huge. There's no people in them. There's the farther east you get, the smaller the states get, and the more people are in them. Yeah. That's the other thing that's interesting when you go as a West Coaster to the Midwest or the East Coast is, and I'm sure you experience it on the rivers too, is just the population density compared to what we deal with over here. I mean, there's LA, San Francisco, Seattle, even Portland to a certain extent is overloaded. But for the most part, our states are giant, lots of open land, and very few people.
Yeah. Yeah. I spent some time in Chicago.
Yeah.
And I was like, good Lord, this place is...
Dude, South Chicago scared the hell out of me. There's a landfill in South Chicago, right in the middle of town. It's disgusting. I had to go work there. But flying over into there and looking out over the Great Lakes it's stunning.
Yeah.
City of Chicago is pretty cool, like downtown.
It's just big.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I mean. Like,
It's
if you're
huge.
used to Portland and you go to Chicago, you're like, holy cow, this is a big city.
You know what else I noticed? The differences, besides Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
Yes.
And Hellman's and Best Foods, is, did you know that, AJ? Best Foods mayonnaise over there is called Hellman's. You know, the bring out the best foods,
wrong.
Bring out the best.
That sounds wrong to me.
The commercial I was watching, it's like, bring out the Hellman's, bring out the best. Blew my mind.
Huh.
Same with Carl's Jr.
Yeah, it's called Hardee's.
I knew the Carl's Jr. thing. I just didn't.
Fred Meyer's Kroger.
Are you serious?
Same store.
Dang.
But they also have a store called Meijer, Meijer.
Huh.
Which kind of tripped me out.
That is trippy.
It's not pronounced Meijer.
I always hear about people talking about Aldi.
What?
Aldi?
What's
Aldi
that?
supermarkets?
I never experienced one.
I think that's...
You ever been in a Piggly Wiggly?
I have been in a Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah.
Yeah, down in
The
Louisiana.
United States is just a mishmash of cool stuff.
It is.
Weird stuff. What was I talking about?
We were rambling. Cheese curds or something.
Ugh.
We were making uninformed, idiotic statements about other places we know nothing about.
I'm excited to go over there and go fishing, though.
I am too.
What should we bring? Where should we go? Leave some comments, guys. I want to know. There's lots of people we could ask, but unsolicited comments are usually...
At least
I shouldn't say
entertaining.
unsolicited. I'm soliciting them. But they're, at minimum, entertaining. But, yeah, tell us where we should go, what we should do, who we should fish with, what time of year we should go. They have our Skamania strain of hatchery fish over there.
I believe so.
Yeah. I'm asking you like you're the authority.
Again,
we know nothing. We're
just
we're 100% blowing it right out of our asses. I believe that's what that is, from what I've read. And I think Roger talked about it too. And I think that's like an early summer thing. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know you will. Anyway, all of this absolute incorrect information that we're spewing and leads me to say we want to get over there and go fishing with you guys. So send us some information on it.
Tell us out.
Yeah, call us out. Give us some information. Tell us where to go, what to do, what time of year, who we should go with. So I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be fun to film. Yeah. I know Marlon and the Addicted guys did it in the winter, maybe a year or two ago. They flew over and had a blast. I talked to, I think, Jordan about it. He said it was awesome. I think it'd be fun. And it'd be fun to connect with some of our customers over there. We should do something cool, though, if we go over there. Like, we should probably go to, like, a bigger city at some point over there, and where a lot of our customers would be, and do, like, I don't know.
Something. Like
a bar night or something.
Yeah.
You know? Meet up. I don't want to say meet and greet, because that sounds like people, like, want to come meet us, and that's douchey. But, like...
A hangout.
Yeah. A hangout.
A whiskey drinking hangout.
Because it'd be fun to meet some of you guys. I don't know. I should hit up Tyler. Wisco Drift guy. You don't know what I'm talking about. But
I don't.
If you're listening, Tyler, I'm going to hit you up about this. Yeah. That's all I got. It's Friday. I'm ready to... I've been working at home for almost 2 weeks with some intermittent popping out, but I'm happy to be in the office and amongst people again. I don't do well by myself.
It's tough when you're locked in your house for weeks on end.
I don't like it. But I'm excited to get back to work, but I'm also excited that it's the weekend to sort of get caught up on things. You got to tear your house apart.
It's half torn apart now. I got to keep...
You got a water leak in his house.
Yes, I have a bad shower that rotted out a floor, so I have an entire room that has to be destroyed and rebuilt.
No fishing for you.
No fishing for me.
All right. Sucks. Yeah, I think let's wrap it up. I think we're good.
We've talked enough crap about places we know nothing about.
We're gonna get so much shit. I thought we were gonna get a ton of shit on the last one. This one for sure is gonna get a lot of shit comments. So bring it on, you bastards. It's coming, I know.